Wow. Let's talk about this so-called border security bill and Nikki Haley. Now, the Republicans in the Senate, at least some of them, actually negotiated with Democrats to pretty much give Democrats whatever they wanted. They want to legalize open borders, and that's what that bill is about. Even though it's actually more about Ukraine and other foreign countries as well, it does nothing to protect the border. But Mitch McConnell and some Republicans actually went out there and negotiated this deal with the Democrats. And apparently now, guys, Mitch McConnell is now out on this. I mean, it seems like he was all for this. Now he's telling Senate Republicans not to vote for this because they're getting destroyed by the Republican base. This bill is a disaster. The American people aren't fooled by this. And now the Republicans that are actually in favor of this, they're panicking now. They're panicking. So Nikki Haley, let's talk about her. Now, she's running in a Republican primary, even though the primary is over with. Actually, Trump is pretty much in general election mode right now. He's not really paying any attention to Nikki Haley. She has no shot. Now, I said it before, guys. Nikki Haley is pandering to Democrats. She is essentially, running in a Democrat primary, not a Republican primary. I can't think of one single Republican that is actually supporting Nikki Haley. But there's a ton of Democrats that are supporting her simply to hurt Trump. It's not working, though. It's not working. Now, Nikki Haley was actually on with Fox News here. She gave some input on this so-called border protection bill. She went full Democrat, guys. Full Democrat. You see, that is the people she is pandering to. I mean, she's been exposed. We've known that for a while now. Nikki Haley wants the Democrat vote. She truly doesn't care about the Republican vote. She's still delusional, man. And with her making this statement here on Fox News, she shouldn't support, or I should say, she shouldn't expect any true Republican support on this. Not from the voters. This woman's out of her mind, man. I wish that Nikki Haley would just go away. It'll be better, for the country. Because really, guys, what's the difference between her and Joe Biden? She's trying to say, hey, we need a secure border. But even now the Democrats are actually saying that. But the Democrats truly want illegals to come in still. You see, that is the trick of this border bill. Mitch McConnell, man, needs to go. The only reason why he's actually flip-flopping now is because he's getting crushed on this. Republican voters are saying, no, this is BS. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into Nikki Haley here and see what she actually had to say about this. It's a disaster, man. Complete disaster. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get into this. Nikki Haley right here. Irresponsible Republicans killing border bill to help Trump. You don't sacrifice national security. Definitely sounds like a Democrat, right? It does. Now, Trump is actually saying, hey, the Republicans should not support this bill because it does nothing to actually stop the invasion at the border. It just legalizes it. So, and the Democrats are trying to say, the Republicans, that are against this, they're afraid of Trump. They need to stop this. That's essentially what Nikki Haley's saying here. Anybody that looks at the details of this border bill knows this has nothing to do with protecting our border. It legalizes the illegal activity of the Biden administration. It's a disaster. It seems to be dead on arrival. Now, at this point, it may not even get out the Senate. I mean, Democrats, man, are sneaky. That's why I said, man, I would not underestimate Democrats, in 2024. They're trying to spin this now. Even the mainstream media is kind of trying to tag along and say, hey, Republicans don't want to secure the border. Now, of course, there's definitely Republicans that don't want to secure the border. Trust me, Mitch McConnell, does he truly want to secure the border? No, he doesn't. Because if he truly wanted to secure the border, he would have not negotiated this terrible bill. But anyway, let's go ahead and listen in to Nikki Haley right here and her nonsense on this border bill here. Let's go ahead and play this.
So that way. Well, I still have you, Ambassador. I do want to get your take on this border bill. Donald Trump has famously said that Republicans who vote for it should be ashamed of themselves. We're going to have Senator Langford with us shortly, who's amazed at the response it's getting and wondering if maybe that could be because Republicans might feel that they're in a better position not to have something like this, that it could help Joe Biden and it wouldn't help them. How are you on this?
There's two things going on here, and we have to speak hard truths. First of all, everybody's tired of a do-nothing Congress. I mean, can they do anything? Because we've seen nothing out of Republicans or Democrats. They have an inability to get anything done. The second thing is you can't have Trump sitting there saying don't do anything until the election. We have a completely open border. America's acting like it's September 10th, and we better remember what September 12th felt like, because it only takes one person to cross that border to create a 9/11 moment. We need this fixed now. We need congressional members to stay in D.C. and not leave until they figure this out.
Does that mean this measure? Does that mean this measure? Ambassador, I know you said it has warts and some issues like that, but if this is all it's going to be, with maybe slight variations, better this than nothing?
Well, I think, first of all, we do know what Congress does. When they pass something, then they wipe their hands and say, we already did that. If they're going to do this, they need to do it right. The one part I like about this bill is I like that it strengthens the asylum chart, the asylum requirements. That's very important. We haven't had that, and we need that. The part that I don't like about the bill, it doesn't require remain in Mexico, which is very important at keeping them from coming on U.S. soil in the first place. And I don't like the 5,000 limit. We don't want anybody to come in. We can't say only when 5,000 people have crossed the border. They need to stay there. They need to figure this out. They need to adjust it, amend it in any way that they can. And they should not leave D.C. until they get us a border bill. And no, we are not waiting until the general election to do this. And it's irresponsible to say that Congress has to wait until a general election because Trump is worried that he's going to lose. There's a lot of reasons we got to worry Trump's going to lose, but you don't sacrifice national security to do it.
All right. We'll see what happens. Governor, Ambassador, always good seeing you. Thank you for taking the time.
Okay. So you heard that right there, guys. Nikki Haley goes full Democrat. We all know, man, that the Democrats are going to be sneaky no matter what. I don't believe, honestly, guys, that there's going to be a solution to this problem as long as Joe Biden is in office and as long as the Democrats control the Senate. They're not going to negotiate in good faith. I mean, this bill was a disaster. It's doing nothing to actually stop the invasion. And Nikki Haley is actually saying that Republicans, are being irresponsible by blocking this. I mean, this is crazy. This is Democrat talking points right here. You see, guys, she is pandering to the left. Nothing more. Nikki Haley, drop out now, please. You need to drop out after saying this. This is ridiculous, man. I mean, she's all in favor, really, of open borders. That's essentially what she's saying here. Because the Republicans that's going to block this thing, good job, because it needs to be blocked. Why in the world are we giving $60 billion to Ukraine out of $118 billion? This does nothing for that. And we know that Nikki Haley is all about Ukraine, too. She's all about foreign conflicts. She's all about, fighting wars. That's what she's about, man. Nikki Haley, drop out now. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.